how to apply this information into your life? How can we take this information, because you don't want to be collecting just information. How can you take this information and put it in your life so you can start earning more money, doing more things, gaining more stuff, and having more fun? Like, how can you do that, right? So here it is, three ways. The paradigm is the cause of the problem. We have to educate people on the why they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. So like this is a certain kind of education, but it's only good education if you do something with it. If you're just listening in the background doing nothing, nothing's going to happen. If you don't act on the information, nothing will happen. You got to stop collecting information, right? Number two, we have to change the paradigm for the behavior to change permanently. We have to change the paradigm for the behavior to change permanently, because the paradigm is the set point. If you want to change for the better, you have to change the set point. Otherwise, you're going to stay the same. Number three, too much money is spent on training with too much information. Most of the time, people are getting way too much information. I mean, even myself, I have so many books here. I can't read all of them. How could you even know what's in all this book? There's hundreds of pages. Too much information. So we don't need a lot. We just need a little bit, but we need to think. So you have to shift a little bit, like 0.5%, 0.1%, 1%, just a little bit. Too much information is too much. The mind is set like a thermostat, and we need to change the set point. So what is your income set point? What's your workout set point? Let's say your workout set point is 1 workout a week, but you actually want to lose the weight. So you have to get to 3 workouts a week so you can start losing the weight. You have to change your set point. You got to change the set point. So there's a question in the chat here. Do we start with changing small things first? Yeah, I suggest you do that. 1 thing or 2 max, but start with 1 thing. Start something small and say, all right, I'll give you an example. Some people want to read, and because they never read books, but they want to start reading. So they go and they buy like 10 books. It ain't going to happen. They're not going to start reading by buying the books. It's not the books. You got to pick a book and say, can I read 5 pages a day for a week? So you get a book and you read 5 pages a day, and you do it on Monday. Okay, I did it. You do it on Tuesday. Okay, I did it. Do it on Wednesday. By Thursday, you better be doing it. Now, if you fall apart and something happened because your paradigm is not going to let you change, and it won't let you change, it will hold you. Excuse me. It will stop you. It will throw things in your way. You may even get sick. You may even have something to do with the house or your car. Things will start happening because you're trying to change your habit. So if you miss it on Thursday, you gotta on Friday start all over again. Okay, you start again on Friday, 5 pages. Saturday, 5 pages. Sunday, 5 pages, and you keep doing it until it becomes normal. So I always start with small things because you have to test yourself. Like, I want you to test this material, but you have to test it for you, not for me. Do it for you so that you can believe yourself. Like, most of the time you don't believe yourself, right? So you have to test yourself, see how far you can go. So you test yourself, and then by the 10th day, if you're still doing it, and if it's 5 pages, then you can say, all right, what if I go to 10 pages a day? So then you start with 10 pages. Now, how does this apply into business and income, right? So it could be that you make 1 sale a month. Okay, so you make 1 sale a month, 1 sale a month, 1 sale. Okay, now you say, can I make 2 sales a month? Can I make 2 sales? So you push, you hard, you put a plan, and you do 2 sales. Now, can you do it again and again and again, right? It's gradual increase. You know the story of that penny, right? 1 penny a day, then 2 pennies second day, 4 pennies third day. You have to gradually increase. You have to systematically grow. That's how we're programmed to do it. Okay. So small changes are good. Constant spaced repetition. Eventually it becomes a habit. And this is how you can change it. Like, you see people do not go from $5 an hour to $100 an hour overnight. Very, very rare. It's possible, but very rare. They go from 5 to 7, to 8 to 10, 15, gradual. Because we allow it to happen. The system accepts it. Otherwise, it's too much, and you just go back. Now, individuals have to change the image they have about themselves. This new image is the set point that we are looking for to build a new goal, a new habit, and a new beginning that sticks. Remember, we're talking about self-image. So you have a certain image of yourself. That image is embedded inside of you. How you look, how you feel, how you act, how much you're worth is inside of you. And if you don't have a good image, you probably are not doing very good on the outside. So you have to start having a good image on the inside, the image that you want, the image of the kind of person that you want to be, the kind of person of the kind of money you want to do. That's what I'm talking about. So start thinking of that image. How do you see yourself? Change that image. Number three, we have to change the behavior in order to start getting the positive results that we want to get. It's not good enough to talk about it. It's not good enough to just read about it. You actually have to do it. In the class on Monday with the clients, we did what we call integration of belief and behavior. So you can know something and understand it, but you're not acting like it. That's not faith. Nothing's going to happen. You have to integrate your faith and beliefs and behavior to change. And that's why most people don't change. Most people do it by force. Most people will do it by having somebody hold your hand all the time to get you to take the trip, to get you to go to whatever. No, you want to do it on your own. You have to integrate the belief and the behavior, and then it will start sticking. Then it becomes a habit. We have to change the behavior in order to start getting the positive result that we want to get. So the knowing doing gap, we have to start doing what we already know how to do. See, you already know how to do a lot and you don't. That's including me too as well. So I'm not excluded. I'm included in this. I'm just like you, but we're all at a different level. Everybody's moving in a different direction, and that's good, right? So if I want to shift my income, if I want to shift my attitude, if I want to shift my behavior, I have to change my self-image. How do I do that? Emotional impact, or it's constant spaced repetition. So I'm doing it with constant spaced repetition. I have some material that I study, which is what I'm going to share with you. Come and work with me. Study, elite level mentorship, and accountability. And then your results will start moving up. How do I know it does? Because it does for all the clients. Because it did for me. That's how it works. Now, you got to start gaining discipline of the mind. You have to become in charge of you. Who's in charge? Who's telling you to do what you have to do? Who's telling you when to wake up? Who's telling you when you sleep? Who's telling you what? You got to become now. You might have a job, and you might have a boss, and you might have a mom or a dad, and they're like forcing you to do this and that. But at some point, you're going to become an adult, and you have to become in charge. You have to become disciplined with yourself. How good are you going to become? You have to become good at something. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not for, you're going to get a big thing for doing nothing. No, you will be rewarded if you do good things. But if you do nothing, nothing is going to happen. Do good, you get good. Do bad, you get bad. Right? So you will be rewarded for the effort that you put in, and you have to put the effort. Now, some people are fortunate. They'll inherit some things from their parents, they inherit things from their work. That's different. But we live in a cause and effect universe. So what does that mean? The action you take, you'll get a reaction. You take an action, you get something back. You take no action, you get nothing back. This is the universe we live in. It's one of the laws, cause and effect law. And we study that in Thinking into Results. All the laws are in here. Discipline is the ability to give yourself a command and forward. It's probably one of the best definitions I've ever heard. And I heard that from somebody, I think Bob Proctor, but he heard it from somebody else. I don't know who said that. It's a pretty good definition. You tell yourself something,